Alrighty. Good gracious me, my mercy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's about time to get down to the little story here. Tell you a little bit about myself. You know, I was born in they call the place West Virginia, as Amos McCoy said, Amos, Virginia, but it's West Virginia. In a little mountain town where they had the coal oil stoves and coal oil lamps. And my daddy and me and my mom, we had a little, little old garden farm. They had chickens and everything. So finally, times got a little hard in the coal mine, so my daddy came out east, and then he sent for me and my mom. I come here when I was I come to Ohio when I was about 6, 7 years old. But my daddy always was a musician. He played a little bit of piano, also the washboard too. But he had a buddy named Mr. Sam. And back in them days, down around the coal mine, they would go all around. And back then, any house that you go in, they had a piano. It wasn't a house that you couldn't find that didn't have a piano in it. One of them old red big upright pianos. Well, I was small then, and my daddy used to sell homebrew, and I used to steal his homebrew and hide it in the creek on the weekend. Everybody be jumping and joy and have a good time. So when Monday come, they call themselves to having a Blue Monday. They wouldn't have nothing to drink. We had script back in them days down in West Virginia called script. So you get a whole lot of candy for script, boy, I'm telling you. So my daddy and mama wouldn't have nothing. And I go down in the creek, get about these 3 or 4 bottles of homebrew, and come and sell it to my daddy. Tell him, Daddy, hey, I want some candy, Sell my daddy's own homebrew. So finally, I moved out east in the rubber city called Akron, Ohio. I was raised there. Then finally, I got in a little trouble. I didn't get in no trouble, but when you're fooling around with bad company and everything, you got to do something. And I had a little poor eyesight, but I could still see good enough. You know what you call is see good enough to play ball. I could play basketball and baseball. I could do just about anything the other fellas did. I was fast on the track. So when the deal went down, I got a little trouble with the boys, and they left me holding the bag. Then I couldn't get to no piano because I was playing piano at the time but my daddy couldn't play no piano because the deal went down. He was working at a rubber factory in there, and he got his 4 fingers cut off, and then he still played the washboard. So I played piano, learned that, but after I got in this trouble, I couldn't play no piano. So they gave me a guitar that I requested for. And so that's why I learned the guitar. I learned progressive jazz. So after I got out and everything, did my time. So I started playing. The first job that I got in Akron was at the Congo Club. And the first chance that I got, y'all may not know that, I got my gig around there from where I lived at on Moon Street, called the Moon Street Cafe. That was right after I went to the hospital and got my other eye taken away from me. But I had my leader dog then. I took my instruments around there and put them in the kitchen. And they got stolen that night. I went to the club, the Ordinary, to play. And so when I got there, everybody was in the uproar. Man, they had done cut a joker, slapped the woman off the chair, out there shooting another joker. Boy, I'm telling you, it was a hell of a mess. And I tried to ask the barman, I said, hey, what's going on here? She said, I'll let the boss man tell you. Come to find out they had done stole medicine, so that's what they arguing about. So my wife, she written to the Beacon Journal Action Line. So they came and gave me my first chance. They gave me money, gave food for my dog, my leader dog. And that's how I got my first start. She called the Big Bill Hill show in Chicago, the Living Blues magazine. And so Big Bill Hill had me appear on his show. Then after that, that's when the Living Blues magazine written me up. Then from then on, I got my chance come out to California to get on the Gong Show. Gong Show ain't called me yet. So I've been piddling around here, so now finally I got my first chance. So I hope you people over there in Germany will love America, and hope I can see you soon. Known the living legends of Blind Joe Hill, the one-man band.